Hey guys, how you guys doing? It is Arnia back with another video, and today we're gonna take a look at the new job, Romantic Geomancer Lara, everybody. So this is the brand new Anima Mage class. Alright, so speaking of Anima, she shares cash shop storage with Hoyoung, everybody. So in this video, right, I'm gonna cover in-depth look about her skills, right, from 1st to 5th job all the way. I'm gonna cover the trios as well. I'm gonna cover her mobbing and bossing, right, what skills to basically use, and as well as her base stats. Do you need attack speed, or do you need critical rate, and some of our items over here as well, right? So this video is not technically long, but this is not a class guide, right? I have been playing Lara in the test server for about 3 weeks now, right? And I'm still in test server, okay? And I love this class, right? Absolutely love this class. This is a very cute class and a lot of summon skills. You don't really get bored playing it, but you do feel a little bit fatigued because you kind of need to micromanage a lot of stuff. But don't worry, I'm gonna teach you like how to micromanage all the skills over here. We're gonna take a look at that. So this video is gonna be technically long, right? Timestamp in the video description to skip to the specific part to check out which part you want to go through on. Okay, so before we begin, I would like to stress that this is still in test server, so some of the skills that you see or I explain over here might change in the official server, but I think most of it is still going to be the same because this is like our final week of testing, so official is going to be coming, and yeah, we basically know. And by the end of this video, we basically know whether you want to main the class or not, or you want to just play the class, right? So yeah, stay tuned, everybody. Don't worry, I highly recommend you to play the class first because this is a very fun class to play, okay? And Lara's burst is absolutely amazing. I'll show you guys later on. Okay, so let's begin. Let's go with the base stat first, okay? Base stat, she uses int, and her weapon is a 1. You cannot use a shield, you cannot use a staff. Staff cannot be used. If you equip a shield, you cannot attack at all. She uses a secondary weapon called Narige. Right? Narige is actually a lucky charm, so-called lucky charm. Yeah. So you need to take note of about that. So no shield, no staff, only 1. Okay, regular 1. Any 1 that you have right now, you can make them. Okay, so this is regular 1 over here. Now moving on to the next one. We take a look at her critical, take a look at ID first, right? IED over here. She has a base of 40% IED. The new update, you'll be able to see the relatively split out of that, right? 40% IED, the rest comes from equipments and my title over here, event title, okay? Then we have a crit rate of 45%, right? Her base crit rate is 45%, and you basically need to up hyper stats, and as well, if you want, you can get a deep dark critical ring as well as union, right, for her critical ring, right? So you basically get prepared for that. Moving on to the next one, critical damage, she has a base of 20% crit. Boss damage, a base of 10%. Yes, 10% boss damage only. Okay, so the rest are pretty self-explanatory, nothing much over here. So now that's basically for her stats over here. Moving on, we go for the main tab skill over here, which is her basic skill, right? Let me just get out of this map so you guys can basically see her skill. Oh, no. Let's not open that first. Okay, there we go. Now, return skill. This is a return skill over here. I'm going to double click it, return back to town. Alright, so this is her hometown. This is a return skill. And she'll be able to hide her horns. Not the ears, but the horns. Let me just equip the hat. There we go. You can see her horns over here. So you can just double click. You can see the horns will be hidden. It's just the horns, no ears. Yeah, you guys have been asking me, will there be ears? Well, apparently not. So yeah, this is just the horns. Okay, there we go. And the rest are passive. And we go in with the link skill over here. The link skill is not affected by buff duration, whatever duration over here, no. All of her skills are actually not affected by buff duration or summon duration. We will explain that later on, okay? So, the link skill over here. a passive of 5% damage at level 2. Then this link skill, the active one, only affects regular monsters. That means if you are hitting a boss, it's useless. You only get 5% damage. That's it. The rest of it, you don't get it. So if you hit 20 regular monsters, means you kill 20 regular monsters, you get a 30 seconds buff of increasing your regular monster damage by 11%. Regular monster damage only, right? Okay, so boss damage, no. Only regular monster damage. Cooldown is 30 seconds. Okay, that's basically for the link skill for Lara over here. Now, first job skill. First job skill over here are very simple. No gauge, no nothing. It's just press the button. That's it. This is your first job skill, which is the so-called mini Big Bang. I guess a lot of people call it the Big Bang skill. Kind of looks like a Big Bang skill, but yeah. So at first job, your skill will be relatively smaller because I have the fourth job over here, which increases your first job skill to be relatively wider range. Then we also have a flash jump. Yes, a mage that has a flash jump, everybody. Yay! No more teleportation. Hey, but Lara does have a teleportation as well. We'll show it later on. Then next one, which will be the up jump. Yeah, you can have an up jump as well. So this is your up jump and jump. So you cannot flash jump and up jump at the same time. No, you have to be on the ground and up jump. So once you're flash jumping, you cannot up jump. So yeah, you can put it at your keys as well, or you can just use your up and your arrow key to up jump. Okay. Now this skill over here is a passive. They automatically summons when you hit the mob. Let's just say a summon over here. Did it hit the mob? Hello? It's kind of hard to trigger sometimes, but yeah, it's like a passive skill that not. Yeah, there we go. Let me see if I can hit it. And see. Yeah, that's how it summons. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that one. The mountain. The tiny little mountain spirits, everybody, that automatically summons up. They're called the mountain kids. And this skill over here is your magic guard. Right, so-called magic guard. So you can see, if I get hit by the mobs, it doesn't really guard me. But if I toggle this skill, it's a toggle on-off skill. If I get hit by the mob, yeah, you can hear the sound over there. It's like your PC like having a error or something. I don't know why is that skill like that. Yeah, it reduces incoming damage by 50%. 50% incoming damage. It costs only like 40 MP, which is really good. This is a passive, so yeah. Then moving on. Now, important skills that comes in. Your second, third, and fourth job skill are the most crucial skill. You're gonna ask me, wow, she has a lot of summons, she has a lot of skills. Is it gonna be difficult to manage? Don't worry, it's very easy. Second job skill over here are the summon skill, or called the eruption skill, right? Third job skill here are all the buff. Fourth job skill over here are all the absorption skill. Very simple, right? Let's go with the second job first, okay? Second job over here, this skill. This skill is actually a on-off skill, okay? On-off skill that summons the veins at the ground. I'm now gonna off it. You see, the veins will disappear. You want to turn it on? It has a 5 seconds cooldown. There we go. The veins will summon. The veins will summon at this similar spot, so don't worry. Okay. Now this skill over here will use to summon your summons. You have 3 summons over here: the water, the wind, and the sun. So let's just say I were to use it. Water first. There we go. This is the water one. Yeah, the water will automatically attack for you. It has a pretty wide range, so you can see it attacks the mobs at the top as well. Okay, that's the water one. Water spirit. The second one will be the wind spirit. The wind spirit has a pretty huge amount of range as well. Let's just go with the wind spirit over here. Bang. Yeah, you cannot hit the third, the higher platform, but this is like 3 platforms, almost 3 platforms already, right? It's just that this is a little bit high. So this is the wind one. Lastly, we have the sun. So the sun over here, as you can see, boom. The sun has a pretty wide range as well. You can see? Yeah, there we go. So this is the sun. So if you're on the rope, it will not automatically hit for you. You gotta take note of that. Okay, so I can keep summoning whatever I want. It depends on whatever area. So this all these summons are not affected by summon duration, but summon duration increases their damage instead. Yes, they don't increase their duration, but increases their damage if you have summon duration. Okay. Now, this one over here, you gotta see like this tiny little mountain. Mountain thingy over here. Yeah, they will automatically summon when you hit the mob, right? So you can toggle the skill as right click as auto, or you can just manually just summon them like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. You can summon maximum of 4. And then after that, wait for the cooldown. You can toggle it as summon as auto as well. I mean, I can keep summoning it. Yeah, it's pretty cute. It helps you to hit the mob, which is actually pretty nice. So yeah, see, it helps you to hit the mob. That's basically it. And this is the booster. There you go. So since I'm here with this skill, let me just cover this skill first. This skill over here affects party. This too. This wind skill over here is a relatively good skill because it gives you attack speed +1, and it gives you jump and speed 20. For party members, it's 20 seconds duration. For normal, like for you, Lara itself, it gives 60 seconds. So let's just say I'm gonna up here. I'll just summon it. There we go. There we go. This is how it looks like. So you get a buff for like a minute. And you can just go away from it. Doesn't matter, right? You just come back and rebuff yourself. And if you click on up, you will be able to float all the way up. Yeah, the floating is actually pretty high. But once you float, you cannot like hit the mob or anything. So yeah. So that's basically it. So the floating is actually pretty good. So you can go out and come back in. So for the floating or yeah, so that is for the wind buff over here. It's technically 100% uptime given the fact that you basically use the skill every 60 seconds, right? And the buff lasts for 60 seconds as well as is 100% uptime for you, right? For party, it's 20 seconds. And for this one, this is the sun skill. So the sun skill over here, I'm gonna use it. Sun skill. This is the sun skill. It lasts for 60 seconds it lasts for 20 seconds as well. Your buff lasts for 60 seconds. You get an increase of 25% damage over here. Freaking awesome, my guy. Final damage for 25%, which is absolutely amazing. Oh, final damage is just damage, sorry. Damage increased by 25%, and it lasts for 60 seconds, okay? And for party members, it lasts for 20 seconds. Now, and this skill also heals you and your party members' HP. For every 2 seconds, it heals 10% HP, which is absolutely amazing, okay? Let me go to the other map. Now, I need to use this skill at a long map over here. Let me change channel just in case someone is here. Okay, I need to use it at the long map, which is this one. This skill over here, which is the river skill. Let's just say I'm going to use the river over here, right? Summon it over here. Oh, it's too near the portal. Let me just summon it over here then. Okay, river over here. And I'm gonna walk all the way here and summon here. Actually, you don't need to like have a pinpoint location of the summons that you want to summon the river. So I just place it over here and I just go. That's it. I can attack as well. I can do whatever I want with it. So yeah, that is basically the river skill. So let's just say when I'm on the river, I'm actually not vulnerable to any attacks. Yeah, you are not vulnerable to any attacks if you are in the river. No mobs will be able to hit you if you are in the river. Okay, so that means you just can river over here and you can also summon the buff. See? Yeah, yeah. And how good it is, everybody. So let's just go in again and you just summon and summon and summon and summon. Yeah, it's a pretty wide range, okay? So I'm just gonna go in with the river over here. I'm gonna resummon it. This time, I'm gonna plant it to another location. Let's just say maybe this location over here. Okay, I was gonna go all the way up. So the first placement of the river has to be on the ground. You cannot place it randomly anywhere. But the second placement, that where you want to place it, you can place it anywhere you want. So example here, right? Anywhere you want. So that's for the river. Now this skill over here is the teleport skill. The so-called teleport skill. It will teleport you to the nearest veins, right? So for example, I want to teleport to this one. I just go on the arrow key, I go up the arrow key, and once you teleport, you'll be able to deal damage as well to the mob, okay? Which is actually really good, okay? So this one will give you 3 stacks, or every 6 seconds. Will give you 1 stack, so maximum will give you 3 stacks over here. So it's just a 1 second cooldown after you teleport, so it's actually pretty good. As you teleport to it, you can basically use it directly over here. So it's actually pretty good. I'm going to test it out in bossing as well, so you see how we teleport between the Lotus lasers. Now this skill over here is a passive. I would like to cover this skill because this is pretty important. Every time you absorb or you summon the skill over here, you get an extra 5% final damage and recover 1% of your HP and MP, which is absolutely amazing. Okay, final damage is really good, right? The final damage lasts for 20 seconds. Okay, now 4th job skill, everybody. 4th job skill are your bossing skill. They are all absorption. So it can be used for bossing, it can be used for mobbing depending on your playstyle. Okay, let's just say you are not a fan of summoning because the summon only lasts for a short duration, right? I can absorb it. No worries, I can just use to absorb it over here, right? So I can just absorb it, and that's it. So this one over here, you can absorb water, wind, and sun. Same as your 2nd job skill, you can summon water, wind, and sun, right? But absorb water, wind, and sun. Thing to note is that if you have your summons up, if you want to absorb the same spirit, the spirit will disappear. You see? I summon the wind spirit will disappear if I absorb it. You gotta take note of that, okay? Now, let's just go for the water spirit first. I'm gonna disable this. I'm gonna use the water spirit. So let's just absorb just water spirit. And once you absorb it, you'll be able to see a tiny little spirit beside you. So water spirit over here, what does it do? You see? It automatically attack every 2. Okay, never mind. I used the wrong skill. Every 2.5 seconds, it automatically attack the mobs. Yeah, the water spirit will automatically attack the mobs every 2.5 seconds. You see? Actually pretty wide range. So, the next one over here, which is the wind. I'm going to absorb the wind right now. Okay, I'm going to disable the water. Okay, there we go. You can see the wind is turning. That is the wind spirit over there. The wind spirit will automatically attack the mob as well, which is actually pretty good. Alright, so you don't have to move around the map. It will automatically attack the top part for you. Lastly is the sun. I will use the sun right now. I'm going to disable the wind. Oh, there we go. I'm going to use the sun. The sun is very easy to notice, man. As you can see over here. Oh, I didn't hit the mob. There we go. I summon the sun. Pop, 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 pop. And there's no mob. But anyways, okay, there we go. Yeah, you have to have mob in order to summon the sun. And there we go. It started hitting already. So yeah, that's the sun. So the sun actually deals a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage over here. It's very wide range as well. Next one over here, which is this one. You talk about, wow, it summons randomly. The veins like randomly appears on the map. So you don't really want this wind spirit here, right? You can change it. I want to change it to fire or water because this is wind, so I can change it to fire. Okay, turns into fire already. I can change it to any other one as well. It has a 7-second cooldown, so I have to wait for a cooldown. I can change it as well. Damn, there we go. Water spirit, there we go. I can just absorb it. So you can change any spirit you want. Only the ones on the ground that is the spirit, you can change it, okay? Now, the rest is pretty self-explanatory. This one I recovered it. And this is your so-called defense skill. Because the damage reduction is 55 seconds. And since we're on this skill, I will cover the hyper as well. The hyper for this skill over here, it gives you 15% max HP every 1 second. That means, if you see over here, I use it. You see the yellow HP? The yellow HP over here? Yeah, every 1 second it gives you 15% of your max HP. You cannot move with that skill. So basically you can tank almost anything. Yeah, almost, right? It's not an iframe, it's just a defense tanking, okay? So the longer you key down the skill, the longer the cooldown. It's like Ho Young's iframe, okay? Next one, which is the Maple Warrior, pretty self-explanatory, and this one is the Anima Will, and the rest is passive. Now, let's move on with the hyper skill. Most important hyper skill of all. These hyper skills, actually a lot of them are pretty useful, to be honest. Okay, so we have your Eruption and Absorption, which is your Eruption, which is the summon one. Your summon one over here, and as well as your Absorption over here. Okay, as I say, I absorb the water one. Absorption over here. 15% IED. This one, your Eruption and Absorption, 10% damage. Eruption and Absorption, 15% boss damage. This one is your main attack skill, which is this one, right? 15% boss damage. This one is your, oh, I forgot to cover this skill. Hey, my man. So this one is actually this one. Yeah, so at any veins, right, you see, at any veins that you see, you will be able to use this skill to basically burst out your spirits out. So as I say over here, boom! You burst out spirit out, automatically attack. Okay, so this hyper over here reduce 20% of the cooldown for this skill. Yeah, that's basically it. Okay, and this one is actually to enhance this skill, the tiny little mountain spirit over here, by extra 60% damage. This skill over here is pretty much useless. I don't know why this is. When your dragon veins echo is active, you will be able to get extra 30 speed and 20 jump, and you get a HP recovery of 3%, which is yeah, I don't know. I mean, you want the extra HP recovery, then yeah, maybe it's good, right? Maybe it's good. So yeah. So, and the next one is this one, which is already covered, and the last one will be super stance. Every time you use your veins, you will get a super stance. It's only when you use your veins that you consume these veins over here. You consume it like this, or you use it like this, you will get super stance. Like that split second over there. That's the super stance. Okay? Now, next one, which will be the active skill. The hyper active skill. This is a bind. This is the bind skill over here. So what is best to go with the binds? We will healer, everybody. So I'm just gonna go into healer. Very simple over here. We just go with the, let's go in practice mode, because it's basically who is a healer is gonna die already. So this can bind various mobs. Oh wait, never mind. Let's not go into healer. Let's go into Zakum. Much easier. Okay, Zakum, everybody. So we can show the skills as well. Okay, Chaos Zakum. Now Zakum is our punching bag. And I'm gonna free the party and go in here practice mode. Let's go. There we go. I am going to use back my equips over here, although it doesn't really matter that much. So we're gonna bind Zakum, although the bind doesn't really work on Zakum, but you're gonna see how much it affects the mobs. It's gonna bind, bam. That's the bind. That's what I wanted to show. That's the bind over there. Okay, that's how you bind Zakum. That's it. That's the bind. Okay. And the next one, which will be the veins over here. This one over here, you'll be able to summon the veins at any map of the time. For example, in this area over here, let's just say, I want to summon it over here. Summon it over here as well. And summon it over here. You can summon a maximum of 3 veins only. Okay, you cannot summon any more if it's up. So you see, that one will disappear. These veins will be act as any veins. So this is a free dragon vein. As I want to use a summon skill, I can use this one. I can use the summon as well. I want to use it at absorption. I can choose. I want to use the wind absorption. Up to you. And I want to explode, right? I can explode as well. It automatically hits the mob. Doesn't matter. This is anyone, any spirit you can use it on. Yeah, that's basically it. Now, next one, which will be the next hyper. This hyper skill with 180 seconds cooldown. This is called the large tree. It will change the BGM, but it will give you an insane buff. 100% stance, 30% boss damage, 10% critical damage. Every 2 seconds, it will remove any status effects. It lasts for 30 seconds. And if any monsters are inside this, they will have a 15% defense reduction. So I'm going to use this skill over here, and there we go. Dun, dun, dun. You see the effect? You see the effect? You see the effect? Yeah, that's the reduction. Yeah, that's the reduction over here. So if I'm in here, I will get extra boss damage, right? Critical damage, right? And stats, 100%. Absolutely amazing. So that is basically for this skill over here. And all the mobs reduced by 15% damage. So yeah. So if you're out of the map, then you don't get it anymore. So you have to be inside the map in order to get that status effect. Okay? You gotta take note of that. Now, next one. The moment you have been waiting for, everybody. The 5th job skills. One of the most burstable 5th job skills, everybody. So the 5th job skills over here, you're gonna ask. Kind of like jumbo. What are the best trios for Lara, everybody? Now, let me show you guys what are the best trios. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is subjective. Let me go through each of one, right? 1, 2, 3 over here. This is your summon, automatically summon, and as well as your 1st job skill over here, the one that automatically collapses the mob and everything, as well as your summons. This is your number 1 trio that you need. Okay, so this and this is a trio. Number 2 trio that you need, which is your main attack skill, the tiny big bang. Okay, and also your absorption skill, which is the one that you absorb, right? And as well as your this one, the one that you use your so-called like yeah, this one, your spirits to automatically attack for you. Yeah, so that's your basically your trio. You have 4 skills over here, 4 V skills. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, how does all these V skills work? This V skill over here, right, is the veins. So you see the maps of the veins over here? It will take 5 of the veins and attack the mobs. So I can summon these veins as well. So make sure you have 5. So say I'm gonna use this, bang, and blah. There we go. Absolutely amazing. You will use up the veins, yeah? Take note, you use up your veins. And the next one over here, which will be, I'm just gonna show it here, the rocks over here. So this one over here, it will summon the rocks. So these 2 skills, you will normally use it together because the cooldown is 60 seconds. Alright, so these are the very cute rocks spirit over here. If the rock hits the mob, it will slow down, but it's actually really cute. Look at this. I just follow it. Oh my god, there we go. It's so cute. Okay, so that's basically it. Now this one over here, this one is your burst. You would want to max your burst skill first. Yeah, this burst skill is absolutely insane. Let me show you how insane it is. We gotta go with our punching bag. As always, KO Zakum, everybody. Okay, so let me just use the burst skill over here. Now you'll be able to see how insane that burst skill is, right? Okay, here we go. During the burst, you will not get an iframe, yeah? Take note. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Bam! And boom! Wow. That's the burst skill, everybody. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So that's the burst. That skill cooldown 180 seconds, everybody. So you will basically use this and then you use this together. Alright. Now next one over here. This is your 20 seconds V skill. I don't know why is it 20 seconds. It's like a dual blade skill that you need to use every time. So it's like this. Boom. Yeah, there we go. You can use it while you're jumping in the air. So the rest of it, like this one, you like this one you cannot use it while you're jumping in the air. Yeah. The rocks you can. Just now the burst you cannot as well. And this one, the rock jumping down, yeah, this one you can use it in the air. So yeah, this one does quite a hefty amount of damage as well. So that is basically for all the V skills that Lara has, and as well as this one. I forgot. This skill over here is an extra life for Lara. Now, extra life as in what? Okay, so now we go into Su, because we want to test out the V skill as well. Okay, Su, also called Lotus. So right now, I'm gonna summon my extra life over here. Okay, it has a super long ass cooldown, right? It's a 6 minutes cooldown, but this skill lasts for 28 minutes. And if I die, I will be summoning back to this Lotus over here. The cooldown is now 30 minutes. So as long as, remember, as long as you get revived by the Lotus, the cooldown will increase like tremendously. Okay, and if you place it in phase 1, if you change map to the second phase, you will not be able to use that skill again. You need to wait for 6 minutes. You only need to use it because it does not carry through the next map. That's why you need to take that off. Okay, now next skill over here. The rest common fish job skill. Next skill I want to test is this one. This skill here, the so-called defense skill, not an iframe. I want to mention this because it's not an iframe. It's a defense skill over here. Let's just say I want to defense, right? I want to use this, and it's not gonna hit me, right? Yeah. Okay, that technically didn't hit me. I'll use that skill again, right? Anyways, so that's basically you'll be able to tank the lasers over here. I'm gonna use and tank the lasers again. So right now, in meanwhile waiting, I'll use the teleport skill. Remember the teleport skill that I mentioned? Bam! You see? And if you were to summon your veins over here, oh my god. Okay, you were to summon your veins over here. These veins over here, it will not disappear. That means it will teleport to that instantly. Right? Just go in, it will teleport to that, right? Directly. So the rest, it will basically, you will need to absorb it, but this one you can teleport to it instantly over here. So it's a direct teleportation. And let's just say I want to use this one. Damn. Okay, so yeah, you can heal while you are using that skill as well. Yeah, I will need to like pay more attention to it, so I can showcase it much better. Anyways, so that is for the tank skill over there. All right. So and you can use your absorption. And you can use summon it over here. And let's just say I want to go in. There we go. Simple. I just want to use the absorb over there. And I want to absorb this over here as well. And as you see, I'm going to go to... Oh, there we go, my man. Absolutely amazing, everybody. So that's the teleportation skill, okay? So after you use the teleportation skill, and now we're going to test with the defense skill. So the defense skill over here, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to heal. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to heal, and yeah, see, if you'll be able to tank it. Right? You'll be able to tank the lasers. You'll be able to tank Zakum hands as well. Okay, so that is the defense skill that I wanted to show you guys. Now, in terms of mobbing wise, right? In terms of mobbing wise over here, how do you normally mob with Lara? So I am still actually like discovering how you basically mob with Lara. So normally you just put your portals over here, or sometimes you don't even need to use your portals, right? Let me just put it over here, and I will just maybe use absorption. For me, I use absorption over here, or you can use a summon. So I'm just gonna go in like this, bam, bam, bam. There we go. Yeah, and then you just go back to the location and then start hitting again. So this is like normal absorption. If you don't want to like burden yourself out, right? That's like normal absorption over here. But if you were to say you don't want to use absorption, you feel like this map is more towards to summons. Well, you can use your summons, right? It's pretty good. Let's just say I want to use my summon, and bam, bam, and bam. Right? I can use my summons as well. Simple as that. Right? It's up to you. Right? You want to use the absorptions, you want to use the summons. I've seen some of the players in the test server use absorption to get insane amount of kill rates than summons. But they did a comparison, so summons like did a little bit lesser on that map, but absorptions did a little bit more. Some of the maps, summons are good, some of the maps, summons are bad. So you gotta really test it out. So that's why it is a really fun class to play, okay? Really fun class to play. Okay, so that's basically it. Now, we're gonna go on with the bossing. Yes, finally, we are going in with the bossing, everybody. Let me put on my link skill, okay? So, bossing on this job. Wow. The burst, I gotta tell you, my man, absolutely amazing. But in order to, like, basically set up your skills will be a little bit tedious, I would say. But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. I'm gonna use booster. I'm gonna use this one over here. I should have used the, okay. Let me actually first. Should I use the boss? This. Okay, there we go. That's basically it. Alright. So, how do you do this bossing for Lara? Let me teach you. Make sure you use all your buff. And you basically need me healing because she does not have stats. A bit sad. These are the stats. I'm at 14k int, 5 mil range. Don't think that the range is high because my equips are relatively good. They have all magic attack. I'm using arcane shade. I'm having magic attack over here, 2 lines, and this one is magic attack and legendary. This is test server, right? So everything will be deleted after the test period ends. Now, over here, what you need to use is number 1, yeah? Remember all this buff? Yeah, this one you need to use. Your sharp eyes you need to use. Your most importantly, before you need to use it, you need to use this one as well. Okay? Normally in bosses, you will use absorption only. Depends on the boss. Right? I will absorb 3 spirits first. I need to summon my veins, right? Because I will need to use it to burst with this one. Because this will use up 5 veins. But before we do that, we need to use the buff as well. What buff? Well, attack speed buff over here. There we go, right? And as well as your damage buff over here. Yeah. So you gotta summon this 2 over here. Okay? After you summon this 2, make sure you summon back your veins. Right? Make sure your veins are back up. Now, after your veins are back up, I have like 20 seconds left because I was talking too much. I have to resummon all of this again. There we go. Reabsorb it. Okay, good. Now reabsorb it already. Now, what we need to do is summon the boss. Number 1 skill we need to use, Flora, Angelic Buster, summon this, damage reduction, right? There we go. Summon this one, go in, right? That's number 1 skill. Number 2 skill is gonna summon this one, go in over here. Number 3 skill you need to summon this one, and number 4 skill you need to summon your V skill, and then you start attacking. That's it. Oh, he died already. That's it. That's it, everybody. That's it. So, preparation for Lara bossing is going to be a bit tedious. You need to summon and use all of that skill first before you go into the boss. For Zakum, on the other hand, you can summon all of them first before you go into the boss. For example, if you're going into like Damien, for example. I made a Damien video. You can have a look at that. Yeah, so Damien over here, you need to like use your absorb all your skills first in Damien before you go in, right? So for example, I can use these veins over here. I can change these veins directly to use the buff. Like this one, the free veins, I can change directly to use the buff. I don't have to like, oh, I just change it to red, the sun, then use it. No, no need. So that's why this skill over here is actually really, really good. And you can use directly absorb it and directly use any buffs you want. Any buffs. absorb it, you want to absorb anything you want as well. So as long as you put your free veins over here, you can change to any stack that you want, any spirits that you want. Okay, so that's basically it how on Lara's bossing over here. Alright, I don't think I missed any skill, I guess. So yeah, and the river skill can't really use in bossing, so you gotta take note on that. Okay. Oh, I didn't use this one, so oh sorry, I didn't use this one. Alright, that's basically it for the bossing. So yeah, pretty easy in terms of bossing wise, and in terms of mobbing wise as well. I will go into Seville to let you guys see how I do Seville. So it's gonna wait for a little bit of cooldown, but doesn't really matter. It's a bit fine. Guess you guys want to see this, right? Hey. As I mentioned, this is not a guide video, so then this is still in test server, so things might change. You never know. I'll wait for a little bit more. 1 minute over here for the skill to cooldown. Okay, now buffs are done. Alright, I'm gonna summon this here. Okay, I'm gonna use my damage buff, attack speed buff, absorption. Okay, I'm gonna absorb this as well. Just now I have the water and I got to get the wind. Okay, I've got 2 of this buff over here. What I need to do, summon the boss, everybody. Okay, summon the boss, summon it out, summon this one, summon the second skill, bind. Okay, I don't have to be in the same map. Alright, there we go, and there we go. Boom. That's how you burst. Oh, I forgot to use Angelic Buster, but that's how you burst it down. So I can burst it down like 50% of the HP only over here. And he's technically, I don't know where is he right now. Okay, where are you? Where are you? Okay, there we go. Then you use your attack and start attacking. So yeah, and the teleport skill, as I mentioned, is really useful because you can teleport to the veins directly and you can use any of them directly as a buff, which makes it really good. So yeah, this is how like you boss with I mean, you can summon it as well. I mean, you can do summons, like summons and summons, like, I mean, up to you. You can do summons like this, nothing wrong with that. And I want to teleport to the nearest veins. Okay, there we go. I got stunned, but anyways. But if you were to use transparency, don't worry, the veins will still show. If I were to go on with transparency off over here. Oh, my man. Okay, I used the see, I used that skill over there, the defense. Okay, there we go. See, the veins will still show if you are in transparent mode. So don't worry too much. Okay, don't worry too much over there. And you just need to summon all these veins over. Make sure you have 5 of them. Then only use this skill to burst it down. Else you will have a little bit of trouble getting more DPS over here. And you can just use this as well and summon it over here. I just say I want to summon. Oh, I got stunned. Okay, I want to absorb. Alright, and I have to keep up with the skills as well. So I need to keep up with my buffs. So if you were to watch my Damien video, yeah, that video is actually full-blown one of my best control for Lara. Like legitimately one of my best control for Lara over here. So yeah, there we go, and it's that. Ta-da! There we go, that's it. I normally I did practice more, so yeah, this is the first clear for this one. Basically that's it, pretty simple. Make sure your buffs over here, once they are off cooldown, rebuff it. Make sure when you use this skill, every 60 seconds, every 180 seconds, bind and burst. And summon this one as well because of the reduction. And if you have pets over here, make sure you use this skill as well because sharp eyes and me healing are relatively important. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it for Lara, everybody. So yeah, I hope you get some insights on how to play Lara and basically understand what are her skills over here and have a glimpse of whether you like to play this class or not, or maybe not, right? So I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to say, wow, a lot of skills to handle, but no, not really. Once you get the hang of it, you are going to be able to do insane amount of damage, right? With your burst and etc. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, so yeah, I hope you got some insights. I'll catch you guys in the next video. As always, wow, 47 minutes. I didn't expect it was too long. Anyways, thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. And if you have any questions about Lara, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. I'll be looking at them and I will be replying to them. Don't worry, yeah? Okay, catch you guys in the next video. And leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and stay awesome, everybody, and stay safe. Bye-bye.